I'm Tammy from Region 12 Development Corporation, and today I'm visiting with Leo, one of the owners of Nutrium, located in Panora. Leo, would you please tell us about your business?
Absolutely. First, thank you, Tammy, and Region 12 for helping us get this business going. But Nutrium, what we do is we make the world's best egg powder, bar none. Now, why? So what makes our powder so special is it has the full functionality, the full flavor, the full color, right? There's a lot of egg powder made in the world, especially here in Iowa, but it's a commodity product. You make it, you dry it at high temperatures, and when you have it completed, it kind of, frankly, tastes a little bit like cardboard, and it works really well if you're gonna mix it with something else. But our powder is made for people that wanna have it pure for breakfast. So, who you think wants a really good breakfast that's in the middle of nowhere and has bad logistics? We call it the biggest camping organization in the world, the US military, right? So the US military, they use this bag. So this is our powder. It's called boil in the bag. What they do is they open the spout up, they add water to the line, close it back up, otherwise you have a mess. You shake it, and you drop it in a pot of boiling water. That's why I boil in the bag. And it gets cooked inside the bag. Then what you end up with is basically scrambled eggs for 25 people, right? So this is one of our biggest sellers. This goes all over the world. Pretty much wherever American troops are stationed, they will have something like this. This bag is a similar thing, but this one's for the Navy and used also a lot by civilians. This is what we call the Navy bag, and this one, this entire bag of powder gets poured into a 1-gallon pitcher. You add the water to the line, you mix it up, and then basically the Navy cooks will have 1 gallon of liquid egg, which is how they make their ration cards, and they're able to make 20 omelets or make a mix or whatever it is they're doing, right? So this is the second biggest item. Then, this one's completely different. This is an egg wash bottle. What this is we'll have our powder, and we fill to the line, you shake it, then the customer adds the spray nozzle that we include. And what this does is someone that is trying to make 20 pies can just have them laid out on the table and you spray egg wash over it, right? So egg wash gives you that nice glaze, makes it shiny, keeps the moisture in, and it helps to make a really nice product. So people that are trying to do really high-end breads, they buy this because it allows them to, instead of having to break an egg and brush it on by hand, they use our bottles. Right now, because of the coronavirus, this is really popular. So this is our egg inside of a can. You've got 9 years of shelf life when it's inside a can like this. And so what people will do is they'll buy this, they'll have it at their house, and let's say for some reason you get a phone call that says, hey, guess what? You know how you were at Starbucks yesterday? Well, we just found out somebody came from China, they were carrying the coronavirus, so could you please stay for 14 days at your house? Don't leave. Well, you've got food, right? This one we're just coming out with now, it's called Egg in the Cup. This is again, our powder inside the cup. Customer adds water to it, but the neat thing about this one is you can just put it in the microwave. So you cook it in the microwave for about a minute and you've got scrambled eggs inside a cup. And you just walk around, do whatever you want to do with it, right? So this is starting to go into areas like CVS and will be in Ivy and all these kind of places, GNC and so on. And then one of the last items, we do egg white proteins. So we don't have any chickens ourselves. We don't have any shelled eggs. We buy pure liquid. That's why we're in Iowa, because Iowa's got the most chickens in the world, and there's plenty of factories here that grab the egg, break it, and send us the liquid. So we can get it with no yolk, pure egg whites, and we'll dry it, and so we'll put it in a bag like this, and it's basically a source of protein for someone that's going to do a smoothie, or it's gonna add it somehow, or they're trying to do, there are people, I don't know why, but they have cholesterol problems, they wanna eat omelet egg whites, right? Not enough flavor, but that's what you got. So that's kind of an overview of our products, right? But basically, we give people the option to have really good breakfast that have problems logistically. Either you're in the middle of nowhere, like the US military, we're again supplied by helicopter, and so if you were gonna drop a dozen eggs in a shell to them on a parachute, right? What are they gonna get when it hits the ground? Scrambled eggs you can't eat. You grab our stuff, they drop it on a parachute, well, it's a box of powder. Hits the ground, it's good to go. Plus, no refrigeration, it's shelf stable, You don't need, well, a quarter of the space because we remove all the water, right? So, like I was saying, this bag will make a gallon a day. Well, a gallon of tissue, right, is about this tall, this big around. It's a lot of weight. A gallon weighs 12 pounds. This thing's 2 pounds. Right, so less weight, less refrigeration. Our product is pure. And for people that are worried about having emergency supplies, you can have it sitting in your kitchen for 3-year shelf life on the basic stuff, 7 years in a can, 18 months when it's in a cup with nothing else, right? So it just allows you to have breakfast without a whole lot of the problems around it, right? Now, to make this product, our company needs a fundamentally different mindset than the majority of agricultural companies, because we are not a commodity producer. What we dry in 1 week, the majority of the spray dryers and the big guys do in 12 hours. Okay? So it's just a different sense of scale. Because we're not commodity, we survive through high margins and innovation. Right? Of all these products, we've been in business now for about 17 years. But the only products that are here on this table that are original to us from 17 years ago is this navy bag, and we had a slightly different bib bag, but that's still the same. Everything else is new. Right? Now, with that different mindset, we have to operate a little bit differently, because we're not looking for volume. We're not looking to shave a quarter of a penny per pound. What we're looking for is the highest quality possible. And to do that, we put a lot of emphasis on our operators, the people on the floor who are actually doing the job. Like I always say, without our dryer operators, my job, right, I'm CEO, I'm a support role. If we didn't have guys coming in at 6 in the morning every day to dry the egg, what I do would mean nothing. Because I don't sell the egg, I don't make the egg powder that we sell, right? And so that's why we're standing here in front of this board, because one of the things we do for our operators, first, we try and pay really well. So our operators start about 15 bucks an hour, and after about 1.5 years of training, they can be up to $21, and then there's bonuses on top of that. And they figure out there's packing bonuses. We let them know how much they made versus a standard, and if they made more, how much more they get. We have our schedules. We've got the schedule for drying. We'll have the drying bonuses, stuff that's gonna have from the training. We try and give our operators as much information as possible so that they make the decisions necessary on the floor to give us the best product possible. Right? Because with the best people, properly trained, you get the best product. Right? One of the things my father always says is, nobody needs a Porsche, right? You can drive a Honda just fine. Just get you from here to your house. Yet Porsche is one of the best car companies in the world and the most profitable. Why? Because they make cars that are so good that people will pay a premium. But who builds the Porsches? It's not just random guys, right? Getting paid $7 an hour. It's technicians that really know what they're doing, and that's how you get the quality. And they've got engineers that are really paying attention, and we try and basically emulate that. So that is, in a nutshell, or eggshell, there's the pun, right? Nutrien. So.
Well, thank you so much for telling us all about your products. If you would like some more information about Region 12 Development Corporation Revolving Loan Fund, please call 712-792-9914 and ask for Tammy.